Do y'all think that Lulu's going to be the one that finds out that Gio is Dante and Brooklyn's child? Let me know down below. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chesapeake General Hospital, April 17, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. So we're going to start with Jordan and Curtis. So Curtis came to the office, Jordan was packing up and everything, and he was asking her what's really going on. She over here still talking about something, yeah, I just got tired, and we had all these disagreements about Sonny, and she don't agree with what Sonny does, and Laura over here giving him just all this load of baloney, and he knows it. And he keep asking her, what's really, that might be, what you telling everybody else, but I know better, or whatever. So for a second, I thought she was actually about to tell him the truth. No. So I was like, I wonder where this storyline is going, because, Curtis just said, well, not just said, but y'all know how he got divorced from Jordan because she lied and everything, and he don't tolerate liars, and Portia lied one time, and he was having it took him a while before didn't it take him a while before he forgave her? I don't know, but, and now she's lying to him again. So I'm wondering if he's going to leave her and hook up with Jordan again. Why is that? We all wondering, because, Isaiah and Jordan currently together, but privately or whatever. So I'm wondering if they finna get ready to hook them back up. I don't know. Let me know down below what y'all think. But yeah, he was telling her, he knows something else going on. And she still was like, okay, I don't want to lie to you, but at the same time, I don't want to involve you or whatever. So he tell her, if you ever need me or whatever, just call me, let me know. I said, Portia, you finna lose your man again. You finna lose him again. Now, I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all. Sonny, Olivia, Lulu, Donna. So they all was gathering together to not have Dante a party for his birthday or whatever. And what else happened with it? Everybody was there. Well, not everybody, because Chase and Brooklyn never made it. Cody never made it. But yeah, Lulu was there. Rocco was there. Danny was there. I didn't see Jason. Jason wasn't there. Christina was there. Well, Jason ain't related, but, since Danny was there, so I'm assuming. Oh, that's because, he was finna get married to Sam. I forgot already, y'all. But yeah, I think Donna said she thought that Dante was Scout's daddy, and he was like, she has two daddies. She has two daddies or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna come back to them, because I don't think too much happened then. Let me see. Sonny hosting Dante a party. Dante ends up checking on Rocco. They make it. He was like, he's worried about him because, he was acting strange on the way there. So he ends up revealing that, it done got out about the press conference, so he's worried about his grandma. He doesn't want Sonny to come. Sonny ends up finding out. He ends up hearing it, and they was trying to tell him, it's not what it looked like. It's not what it looked like or whatever. And, he explained things, and Sonny was like, I understand. I said, oh my goodness. But I'm confused now, because Felicia had told Carly something about if Sonny gives up the pier and stuff like that, then that'll mean their family will be safe and stuff like that. But I thought the whole thing was they wanted Sonny back because, the people was gonna take over Port Charles or something like that. I don't know. So all of that revolves around the piers. Look, I'm confused now. I don't know. I know they always had these meetings and stuff. Not lately though. They always had these meetings and stuff at the pier. But look, I'm confused. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, that's what Felicia was saying. But we're gonna come back to them. Sonny ends up agreeing or whatever. But Rocco, he looked like he's bothered by it. They was reading the comments and stuff about what they were saying about Sonny, about Laura. I said, Laura gonna end up resigning or getting fired. She's gonna end up resigning or getting fired. But they ended up singing Dante's birthday song, and after that, that's when they was talking about Rocco's debate. And Olivia heard that Sonny wasn't going to be attending or whatever. Excuse me, y'all. That he wasn't going to be attending, and she was upset or whatever. So she went outside to talk to him, and she was just going off about it, why he not going to show up and stuff like that. He said he had work to do. And she was like, I can't believe I ever see the day that you would put work before your family. And she was mad. And Dante was like, maybe I should just tell her what's going on. I said, why not, though? I didn't understand that part. Maybe because they was going to make a big fuss about it or something like that, because Laura also wasn't at the birthday party. But yeah, because I was like, why? I'm sure she don't seen the doggone press conference as well. If everybody else don't seen it, if Sewell don't seen it and stuff like that, everybody should know about it. So they should put two and two together. But yeah, what else happened with that? Lois and Lulu. I said, From that scene, I feel like Lulu's gonna be the one to figure things out. Lois just don't know when to shut up. And then she be so guilty. She just keep looking, and she'll stare at Sonny, then she'll stare at Gia. And I was like, yeah, give yourself away. A lot of people, once again, saying they don't want Dante to find out that Gio's his son. But I say I get it because, you know, obviously something's going to happen between Chase and Brooklyn. I don't know if they're going to get a divorce. I don't know if they're going to separate. I feel like something's going to happen, especially when he finds out that Gio's the one, especially with them, spoiler alert, they talk about adopting. They talk about adopting an older kid. So I was like, yeah, they finna get ready to have problems. I said, oh my goodness, these folks can't never be happy. But yeah, what else happened? Like I said, Lois was just talking, and she was telling Lulu about Sonny, the fact that he always looked out for Gio from the very beginning and stuff like that. Then Gio started, what's that? Hold on, y'all. What is it? Oh, this airplane, girl. But yeah, Gio started to say how you talk about his mama. He brought up the fact that his mama had gave birth in Los Angeles. Ain't that what Brooklyn said? That she had a baby in Los Angeles or something like that? I don't know what she said, but I feel like that's what she said. Let me know. But yeah, and Lulu was looking. She was looking, but she wasn't looking. She was looking, but she wasn't looking, y'all. Who else we got? Felicia, Carly, Lucas. So first we got Felicia and Carly. So she just wanted to come there, and she wanted Carly to talk to Sonny. I was like, where's this going? She was worried about Mac and everything, because Mac's worried about Laura and everything she's dealing with because of Sonny, and they feel like she only gave this vote thing a chance because she didn't want to choose. She didn't want to, disappoint Sonny or whatever. So Carly was like, what can I do? She wanted her to tell him or convince him to do the right thing and not fight it or whatever, and help Laura by walking away. And Carly was like, my stomach growling. Carly was like, Sonny not going to just give up or whatever. Then she started talking about something, it'll be best for their family and everything if the Pierce was gone. But I got two questions, y'all. Number one, do y'all think they actually gonna allow Sonny to lose his Pierce? And number two, y'all know how Sonny was talking about basically return and, not doing it anymore. That's when he asked Jason. Do y'all think this is tied into that? Also, did I say this already? I don't know if I said this already. Do y'all think that Drew and them actually gonna use the Pierce for what they say they gonna use it for, or is it for something else? I feel like it's for something else. Also, with the Pierce and stuff, is that the same location where Sid will be loading on that boat? Will they be going to Windermere? I don't know. Maybe it's different locations. But who else we got? Lucas ends up showing up, and that's when he told Carly about Marco, and she ends up getting him to see that he's doing the same thing with Marco, or he could be doing the same thing with Marco as she's doing with what's his name? Brennan. With Brennan or whatever. Let me see. Felicia. I already talked about Felicia. Marco, Lucas, Alexis. With Lucas and them, he was asking what was going on with Jason and everything, and that's when Alexis walked in. I think if I'm not mistaken, she was on the phone with Diane or whatever. So Marco ends up revealing that Sidwell is his father or whatever. So Lucas is like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I need to get up on out of here. I need to get on up out of here or whatever. So he leaves. Or whatever. And Alexis and Marco started having a conversation. She was like, he didn't know he had to disclose that, who his parents were. He didn't think he had to disclose, who his parents were or whatever. And they were just talking and having a conversation about his parents. He was like, what he do ain't got nothing to do with him. He was like, you a Cassadine, ain't you? But you don't be carrying the Cassadine name, do you? But now, for real, that's what he said. If I'm not mistaken, did he say that he represents Sidwell Firm? Is that what he said? Maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know. Either way it go, I was like, It seemed like Sidwell trying to take over Sonny territory or something like that. I don't know, y'all. We just gotta wait and see. But like I said, he ends up mentioning, like, I research you. I know you a Cassadine, but you don't carry the Cassadine name. And she was talking about, being a Cassadine, but not being into anything that they into and stuff like that. So he was wondering if she's going to rescind the offer. She said she had to talk it over with Diane or whatever. But look like Jason is upset on tomorrow's episode. I think he said something about, he's supposed to be talking to Sasha, don't he? Because they said he's supposed to confront Sasha about something. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's going to be Diane and Alexis or Sasha, but they said he's supposed to confront Sasha about something. Brooklyn and Chase. I think they was finna get ready to go to Dante party, but then Chase wanted to talk. He ends up talking to Brooklyn about, he still feels some type of way because he can't get her pregnant. Or whatever. And they was just talking about their options. And by the end of the episode, the end of their scene anyways, they decided that they wanted to adopt somebody who was older. And I said, yeah, QNGO. And I said, I feel like they finna get ready to break these folks up now. I don't know now, because they could just separate or something like that, but we'll see. Molly and Cody, she had a flat tire. He rode in on the horse literally to save her. And that's all that happened with them. Obviously, they finna be a couple. And lastly, we already talked about Lois and Lulu. So that's everybody. That's everybody. Let me see. Yeah. That's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do some tech girls today and be safe.